So, Haunted Lane actually is real, and I checked it out. I'm sure that every local town has their fair share of ghost stories, but I was surprised to see how much history was actually built into Haunted Lane. When I first saw Haunted Lane, I never really thought twice about it until a few months ago, and then I wondered, why is it called that? I actually had quite a hard time finding information online about its name, finding conflicting and even outright wrong information. So I called the Bensalem Historical Society, who was more than happy to talk to me about it. They provided me with a poem written by a bishop in the mid-1800s titled The Ghost at Ford Inn. The Ford Inn stood on the banks of the Neshaminy Creek, though creek is misleading. It's more like a small river, and in the 1600s, crossing it wasn't as simple as it is today. I don't know how much of the document I can show you as I didn't get explicit permission to show it, but I can summarize it for you. It takes place near the old Ford Inn in Bensalem, which actually isn't standing anymore. The story goes something like this. A local woman, Ellen, who is often just called the Lady, is the daughter of the Ford Inn innkeeper. She grew up pious and nature-loving and was even educated by the local pastor. Ellen finds and helps a sportsman after he has an accident. They get married, and together they have one son. Her husband gets sick and dies, but his mother demands custody of the boy, to which Ellen obviously refuses. Soon after, while the child sleeps with a nurse, a carriage abducts the boy, and they were never seen again. Ellen spends the remainder of her days haunted by grief, walking the creek banks in prayer, and finally dies peacefully at church after communion. After Ellen's death, the townspeople report her white figure along the Ford and shore. Sometimes a light in her old room when the inn is empty, and new white flowers appear where she walks. Folk omens eventually developed, and an owl's call meant you're safe, whereas a plaintive songbird or a mourning dove is a warning. That's the legend of Ellen, but the road the old Ford Inn was on gained quite a reputation and was eventually named Haunted Lane. In the early 1900s, during Prohibition, a bachelor and his friends came up from the city to escape the summer heat. They knew the lane's reputation and used it to their advantage. While partying and drinking at the old Powthorpe mansion, if anyone wandered too close, they rattled chains and wailed like ghosts to scare them off. The mansion, like the Ford Inn, is also gone today. In the 50s, Haunted Lane was renamed to Totem Lane, but this name didn't really stick and the township eventually changed it back. The people who live there now claim it's a pretty quiet area and have definitely never seen any ghosts. So with all that in mind, my buddy and I actually went to go check out Haunted Lane to see if there was any truth to the claims. But as we found out, geese are scarier than ghosts. Do not trust the beaver. He was not raised right. Where's the beaver?
You know what? Lighting-wise, this is definitely an area.
What is that fucking sound, man?
Like where someone would get murdered. By
Oh, definitely, yeah. If we were gonna get killed by a ghost, this is like the spot. And then that would be like it's calling, you know? And like the train would go by and the ghost would just be standing on the other side of the trail. Yeah. Nah, there ain't shit here, man. That's spooky. That's fucking scary. That was actually just one side of the road. We decided to check out the other side of the road where the Neshaminy Inn is, and there's also a bar standing there now, also. Not even gonna lie, the road's right there, but this is still pretty fucking spooky.
Yeah.
Hello? It's that same fucking sound, man. It's coming from the trees. I hope that's not what a mourning dove sounds like. You heard it, right?
No.
I heard that shit. Let's go check out the inn. Or the bar. That's spooky, isn't it? And then, sorry. It's then a Chamonix Creekside Inn. There's that fucking door that's open. It's fucking spooky. I don't like this. Oh, you fuckers. There's more geese here. I don't want to fight geese for this.
The geese are the monk. Where's the lady in white?
Yeah, are the geese the lady in white? Yeah. No, it's not a mourning dove, it's a goose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Fucker. Are you the same ones from over there? Assholes?
Territorial fucks. There's a little boat around.
Yeah. You get a little closer.
It's okay, it was over there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I don't know what was over there. I
You
just
heard that shit though, right?
Yeah, I saw the ripples afterwards.
We don't get crocs.
No, we do not. It's too cold. They would die.
I do like that the geese are just kind of hanging out with us though. As you can obviously tell, we didn't actually find anything, but it was still pretty spooky at nighttime, especially around the Neshaminy Inn. I tried to keep as many details into the story as I could, and I only changed a few things. For example, I changed the lady's name to Eleanor, as that was the first name I found during my initial investigation. Also, I changed it so that Eli, who was the main character, actually had a bank around the creek to walk on, as my friend and I couldn't find one that was easily accessible. Like many people from the area, I call it a crick, but I decided just to say creek just to keep from confusing anybody. If you like this story, be sure to subscribe as I have a lot more local legend stories in the bank.